Hello everyone, I am the Xenoc, and this is my Let's Play of Tomb Raider, continuing where we left off in the City of Khamoon, an apparently underground Egyptian city. So yeah, just entered this lovely room right here, with what looks like vaguely a cat statue of some sort or another. Anyway, let's dive in, shall we? That seems like a trap. I'll come back there. Huh. Well, that might have been able to take me by surprise if well, I wasn't really paying attention, so yeah, that was really lucky of me. Let's see, I know there's a secret right around up there somewhere, but I want to poke around a bit before I go up there. Ah! Well, it looks like there's plenty of areas to go and look through. None of those freaky mummies. Now, especially the later games at some point in time, you get really paranoid as to, you know, how you proceed about things, and that's smart. Let's just say. And that apparently was secret number 1. And that seems to be all there is to it. It just seems strange to me. I mean, that it would be that easy. Ooh, and there's stuff up there. I'm guessing I'm going to hate being around here eventually, because there doesn't seem to be any easily accessible way to go up there, and yet I'm guessing that later on I'll have to jump around up there and then fall down here, and if I don't die, I have to retread a lot of old ground, which is always fun. But hey, more medical stuff. Alright, well, let's take a poke over here. I'm fully expecting a flaming, terrifying death at some point in time. That, I think, is the previous room. This is like a classic Indiana Jones setup. Either there's going to be something that chases after me, something that is in front of me, or they release some of those freaky mummy things. Nothing? Huh. It's just to give me a sense of like the internal layout of the thing, my internal map or something. I mean, but it was kind of already accomplished over here. Well, I suppose not really. I don't... Yeah, because I haven't been to this area yet. Looks like I have to swim there. Oop. Okay, then. Actually, on that point, I want to make sure I get my strategy guide to let me know where the next secret is. I don't want to miss it! That looks complicated. Oh well, I'll at least just make sure I get myself to the right spot, and then I'll deal with that later. Alright, I guess my only option is to swim. So where is... Excuse me. Alright. 1, 2. And... Okay, so there's a... Oh, there it is. Some more Tomb Raider's lovely, lovely music. And a crocodile. Or an alligator. Crocagator. I think the game lists them as crocodiles. So that was the way I came in. I will poke around to see if there's any ammo or any other fun things around here. Is that Cleopatra or some female pharaoh? I'm guessing. I have no real idea. No! No goodies down here. On now. Should just walk right to the edge, but honestly from the angle I was looking at it, it didn't look like it went all the way through. Anyway, here's what looks like the room that I can see from the other side here. There's the save crystal, which I will use not right this second, but soon. So I probably want to use that to get to one of these ledges up here. Honestly, never going to get tired of Laura showing off. So, I will want to access probably that thing right there. What's the purpose of that one? Oh, maybe these things drop? I think I vaguely remember something like that happening. There's no position I think that this block can access that. Well, I don't know. Alright, well, let's get moving this block to the first obvious point, which is just directly right here. It's not only amazing the fact that she can pull these giant stone blocks, but she's also able to pull it in an exact straight line. That, I mean, that it doesn't, like, deviate from an exactly straight path. So, but if I get the block all the way over there, I might be able to reach that edge too. Though I'm guessing that that comes later. It seems like it would. I really don't know. Alright. I suppose I am at a point in the game where I don't even really need to rely on my classic guns at this point. I'd be kind of remiss if I didn't use them. I mean, at this point I only need to use my regular pistols just for shooting off people who can't, like, defend themselves, or if I'm not in any immediate danger. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense to me. Okay, I thought it was something that, like, dropped. Jeez. Okay. Let's get this giant block moved. Some of the games I bought off of Steam, well, I think a little while ago now, was Portal. And Portal 2, for that matter. And I've heard lots of good things about the games, but I know very little about them. I'm very curious to see is the kind of puzzles that is so exclaimed in those games. I'm sure that there are leagues, you know, more complicated than the ones in this game, but especially because they are, I mean, they are exclaimed as, like, physics puzzles. So I'm not really sure what that, I mean, I have an idea as to what that means because I know. Oh, here we go. Because I know what it means by, like, physics and such, but I'd be curious to see as to how. Yeah, nope. Well, that was a thing that happened. Well, let's see. The only things I had collected that doesn't just kind of involve me looking around the area was from the secrets, so it shouldn't take me too long just to regain my spot back. I just need to go back, collect the secrets that I had collected before, and then swim, and then get back up there. Anyway, because thinking about it, the puzzles in this game really aren't that complicated or particularly difficult. Especially if you had played this game before and generally know what to expect, you can blow through this game pretty quickly. What will kill you, however, is if when you start taking things for granted, you make a wrong jump, and then you end up immediately dead. So, because there are some spots in this game that require more doing than others. Especially at this stage and definitely later in the game. Okay. Well, I'll see you whenever you get back. Seriously, though, I've said it a bajillion and one times, I'll say it again, I really adore the music in this game. It truly is, especially in this era of gaming, a real true cut above the rest. I mean, few games, especially in this era, sound this good. Maybe there might... Oh, yeah. I'll have to trigger that when I get back so I don't accidentally trigger it later. I'll just need to remember that that's there. I say before it'll eventually kill me. If I'd memorized this game more, I'd probably be able to hustle through this game at breakneck speed. But alas, here we are. Didn't even have to use that save crystal just yet. Because frankly, I wasn't really that far behind. I still don't understand why, for the life of me, that the PlayStation version didn't allow you to save anywhere. I mean, there might be some limitation that I don't know about, but it just strikes me as odd. But the crystal placement here is good enough as such that I've never really... in my earliest playthroughs of this game, when I was, like, much... Oh, it's not going to let me go over this. It's going to actually force me to push this without keeping the thing... I was hoping briefly that I'd be able to get on the other side and just pull it and keep the thing between me and the mummy thing, but it's not going to let me do that. So what are my options? Okay. I have an idea. Because the thing isn't dangerous because it'll do damage. It's dangerous because it'll do exactly what it did before, which was just push me right over. Nope. Nope. Yeah. You don't need to be here. Just go someplace else. I'm glad he's not smart enough just to try to, Nope. Ugh. Good, that didn't outright kill me. Given how easily those things are triggered, I kind of wonder why I couldn't, say, just shoot it down right now. Oh well. Sorry, Laura. Yeah, I see why I couldn't just turn around and get on top of it, too. Well, he's certainly smart enough to get out of here. Alright. I'm just gonna have to attack this guns a-blazing. Yeah, that is a lot of damage, alright. Thanks to this confined area, I couldn't get a clean shot at him. But hey, he's dead! Wasn't there a spot in here where I could get access to Secret 2, or was that the next area? More panthers emerge. Okay, ledges above the cat area. Small medipack. Alright. Okay, not quite in this area, it's in the next area. That's fine. I swear though, this thing just fits so well in some kind of horror game, and Tomb Raider itself could lend itself quite well to being a horror game. Sadly, that is not a game that will ever be. I have to wonder if modders might be able to take one of the, especially the later PlayStation era Tomb Raider games, or maybe a different one, and somehow turn it into a horror game. I'm sure it might not take much. I mean, one of the major aspects about survival horror games is this, like, well, I mean, there's not really limited inventory in Tomb Raider. I mean, you can pick up as many items as you can find, but there's not really many items that you have to deal with. But there is the aspect of limited ammo, at least not for your main guns. But for Laura, I mean, it might as well be the knife. especially against some of the enemies that are faced later. I mean, it could definitely work even with her main main guns with infinite ammo. Yeah, this is definitely the area where the secret is. I should go back and save. First I'll look around to see if I have anything fun. You gotta be careful here. Ouch. Just ouch. Actually, as a matter of fact, because it still bothers me, I'm going to go back and trigger that stupid boulder. I know for a fact that that thing will kill me later. No, it will. It's just evil like that. Didn't I? Oh, there it is. How did I miss that? Alright. Trigger! There you go. Alright. Now we save. And then I slip and fall to my death. Getting up on here becomes a little bit weirder because there's no obvious spot to stop. It's weird. Every time she jumps like that and I press forward, she does move forward, if ever so slightly. And now we stop, and we save, and then we continue next time. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Take care. See you next time. Goodbye.